And is that working?
No, the other one.
Said it was. Oh, you know what helps?
Turning on.
Give it on.
Hi, and thank you to Vision for Equality for organizing this, and Ned, and helping to amplify our voices. And of course, thank you to everyone who took time out of their day to be here. I know it's not always easy, that the families that have the most challenges are the ones who are required to take off work, do things like this. My name is Lisa Leitner, and I've been a special education advocate in the area for over 15 years. More importantly, I'm a mom to 2 great teenage boys. One is sitting over there. The other is an 18-year-old named Kevin. He's at school right now, but he's also not here because I don't like to talk about his many challenges in front of him. But unfortunately, our system is structured as such that in order to get help, we are constantly describing our kids by what they cannot do. Kevin was born with a duplicate 15th chromosome. As doctors told us, as parents, there's nothing that you can do to cause nor prevent this random genetic mutation. It just happens. There are only about 10,000 people in the country who have it, and it just happened to our family. What this rare condition looks like for us day to day is intellectual disability, severe autism. He has a G tube for feeding. He is non-speaking, and he has dozens of daily seizures. When I tell people that Kevin has 50 seizures a day, they think I must be making that up, or surely I'm exaggerating. It's tough to visualize, even for his epileptologist, who's Jeff. But Dr. Skidmore has told me that myself and the caregivers around him, we have seen more seizures than most neurologists see in an entire career. And we know that we're not exaggerating because he actually has a device implanted in his head that counts them. So it's actually a lowball number, unfortunately. Kevin was diagnosed as an infant, and I remember being so mad at the geneticist when she first called me. She was an expert in Dup15q and from AI DuPont, and she told me that Kevin would likely never care for himself or ever live independently. Meanwhile, I had this beautiful infant in my arms, and I thought, how dare she? How dare she define my child and tell me what he can and cannot do? Well, turns out she was right. The fact is, there is not one known person with Dup15q who can live independently. He is mobile, so his intense desire to stim due to severe autism, combined with his poor judgment and poor cognition skills and frequent seizures, means that he has to be watched 24/7. His scattered skill set means that he can walk, and he's adept at moving safety gates that we put in place to try to keep him safe. Just the other day, I ran downstairs to put a load of laundry in, and when I exited the basement, there he was, standing at the top of the steps, looking for me. If he'd have had a seizure at that moment, it could have been fatal. Now that I look back on that phone conversation with a lot more perspective, since he's almost 19, I wish I had more time to prepare. As special needs parents know, at 19, the clock is ticking, and it's ticking much louder than it ticked at age 10 or age 12. In about 2 years, that school van will come to the house for the last time. And what then? Back in 2017 and 2018, Kevin and I worked closely with then Senator Casey's office because Medicaid and ACA were under threat then. And we shared our story several times in the media and what those cuts would mean for a family like ours. But this time feels different. Maybe it's because Kevin is older now and the stakes are higher. Maybe it's because there's a new level of cruelty in the air, a kind of callousness to our most vulnerable citizens that I've never felt so acutely before. There's a growing urgency because this time it feels like something might actually happen. Like this administration and this Congress might move forward with cuts or changes that will devastate families like mine. And when your child is almost 19 and that school bus will soon stop coming, you live with the knowledge that time is running out. No one is more aware of their own mortality than a special needs mom. And that knowledge and that fear becomes all-consuming when the systems that you rely on are in danger of disappearing. He's already on waiver wait lists. My husband and I are already meeting with others in our community to build out an adult program for him. Because as you all know, getting the waiver and getting off that wait list is only half the battle. Because with his intense needs, the program options are extremely limited. And here's the truth, without a waiver, Kevin's future is terrifying. He will always need 24/7 care. There is no after us plan that doesn't involve some type of state or government support. Without a waiver, there's no adult program, there's no staff, there's no transportation, no one to do his tube feeding or change his pull-up or keep him safe during a seizure. Kevin is one of Pennsylvania's most vulnerable citizens. He can't speak for himself, he cannot advocate, he cannot explain that he's in pain or hungry or afraid. He relies entirely on the adults in his life and on a system that's designed and supposed to protect people like him. That system must show up for him, because if it doesn't, what happens? I was asked to speak today about what life will be like without a waiver. Honestly, it's so bleak, I find it hard to put into words. The waiver is not extra. It's not a wish list. And let me be clear, it's not a safety net. It's the net. We're not asking for luxuries. We're asking for the safety, dignity, and chance at a decent quality of life, not just for Kevin, but for all of Pennsylvania's most vulnerable citizens. So thank you again for listening, for caring, and for understanding what's at stake.